Konnichiwa, everyone. Hello, my name is Roger Hansen, and I am a channeler and a psychic artist, and I am coming to Tokyo again in May of this year, and I am so looking forward to my journey. I have been coming to Tokyo and working with Voice Project for many years now, and it is always such a blessing to be there. And I find the Japanese people to be so open-hearted and warm and welcoming. And I am looking forward to coming and exploring with all of you together. The modules that I will be teaching this time are all to do with psychic art. And these psychic art workshops are not about becoming an artist in the traditional sense of the word. It is about finding your own intuition, your own intuitive skills within you through the creative process of art. Yes, so I just want to make that very clear. When I first got into art, I had no training whatsoever. I never went to school to become an artist, and I never even considered myself to be artistically gifted. I had been in a corporate job. This is about 8 years ago. And the corporate job became so stressful, and I decided that I just needed to leave the job and try to discover something new. And I just one day decided to get out a sketch pad with a simple ink pen and just begin to draw. I really had no preconceived idea about what I would accomplish through this process. I just had created a lot of space for myself, a lot of time for myself. And I was looking for fun ways to fill that time and that space. And so I just began sketching with an ink pen, even though I'd never had any formal art training. And immediately I felt energy in my body in a way that I had not experienced before. And so I just started doodling or scribbling, and the more I did it, the more energy I felt. And so I immediately knew that something powerful was happening for me without me even trying to do anything. And so the more I worked with this energy, the bigger these doodles became. And also, what I found was when I started to look into the doodles, I would see faces and letters and words and numbers. And after doing some research, I realized there was this knowledge within me, this voice within me, and that was coming out through the energy and through the doodling process and onto the paper. Essentially, what I was reaching into is what I call the collective subconscious. And within this collective subconscious is everything that ever has been, everything that currently is, and everything that ever will be. And that's really where this source of intuitive knowledge is. It's within the collective subconscious. And the creative process, like art, has the ability to release that from within you. And so you can put it onto paper. And so this is what I'm going to be teaching you. In the first workshop, I'm going to be giving you all of the basic skills that you would need to reach into this collective subconsciousness, to find these intuitive gifts within yourself, and to have it come out on paper in the form of doodling and other forms of art. And then the second workshop that I'm going to be doing is teaching you how to take that even further and to discover this lineage of yourself, this collective consciousness, this soul family, so you can identify parts of yourself that have existed as past lives, parallel lives, and even future lives as well. It still is such a mind bending and experience. But art really has the uncanny ability to allow this information to organically and naturally arise from within you. I discovered so much through this process of art, even though that's not what I intended to do. I am in the process of writing a book right now, and one of the lines from that book is, I didn't start art to find any one thing, but it was through art that I found everything. And this is the same for everyone else. You do not need to be an artist. You do not need to have any sort of artistic ability at all. What this process is about is really letting go of the control of the logical left hemisphere of the brain, stimulating the right hemisphere of the brain through the creative process, and through that allowing more freedom into your life and taking yourself into a place of deeper allowance. Because what we resist, we push away. And that includes all parts of ourselves, including our own intuition. The logical mind pushes that intuition away. But when we move into a state of allowance through the process of art, we're not pushing anything away. We're allowing everything to flow to us, everything to rise up from within us, and we're able to see it there on paper. This is why I like art, psychic art, so much. It's because it takes all of these spiritual and metaphysical ideas out of the head, and it brings it onto the paper so you can see it right there in front of you. It makes these concepts physical instead of them remaining in the mind in a more mental way. So that's really what this is about. It's not about creating beautiful pictures, even though I have seen some very beautiful pictures created. It is not about becoming an artist. What it is about moving into a state of allowance through the creative process so that you can tap into those intuitive abilities that are naturally there within everyone. And so you will no longer push them away, but you will allow them to reveal themselves to you through this creative process. And that's what we're going to be exploring together. So if this resonates with you, if it piques your curiosity, if you feel your heart pulling you towards it, to work with me in this way, then I will look forward to seeing you in Tokyo in just a few months. Much, much love to you all, and I hope to see you very soon. Namaste.